Welcome everyone to this guided journey today. So I wanted to offer something relevant to where we are in the wheel of the year. And so this is a guided journey in relation to Lammas, which is the first harvest festival in the wheel of the year. It's commonly connected to the cutting down of the wheat. So if you're around any wheat fields, you'll have noticed that the wheat is at its fullness and ready to be harvested. It's traditionally or commonly celebrated on the 1st of August, but the astrological moment for this festival is the 7th of August this year. It's really a time of celebrating the abundance that's around us, the fruits of our labor, the harvest, everything that we've created. It can be a really beautiful time to reflect on the things that we've been creating within our lives. So I invite you, if it's comfortable for you, to take this journey seated, or if you prefer lying down, it's really up to you. The important thing is to be comfortable, as always. So taking some time to get yourself comfortable in whatever way that looks for you. And as always, taking anything you might need to get comfortable, whether that's blankets, cushions, anything at all. And then closing down your eyes when you feel ready. Allowing yourself to settle into your space. Allowing your body to soften and your breath to start to slow down and to lengthen. And inviting in that softness into your body. Allowing that sinking into the space. And gradually letting go of any focus on the noises around you, any thoughts, anything that's just present in your awareness, allowing it to be there, but allowing it to drift a little now into the background so that it's not the full focus of your attention, but you're also not resisting it. There will be noises around you. There will be thoughts that come and go. That is just the nature of being human in this world. Allow it rather than resist it, but allow your attention to be very much within you. And as you start to soften your body, to settle in, I'll share with you a little about the Festival of Harvest. Fields of ripe grains ready for harvest, and a plethora of well-fed happiness. We are warm and grateful. Abundance and beauty fill our bodies and spiritual senses. Sun-kissed, we are surrounded by intensity and colour. We bathe in repletion and are enthusiastic to harvest the ripe grains, vegetables, and fruits. The year is passing. We celebrate, satisfied but ready for hard work, and we acknowledge the pathos of this moment, knowing that the sun has already turned his face towards the south. Soon the days will noticeably shorten, but all will be safely gathered in. So just allowing those words to create any imagery or feelings within your body, in your mind. And noticing any feelings that arise. This idea of this ever-changing seasons, this constant endings and beginnings, and just allowing any feelings around that to be present without any judgment. Whether you feel excited for the turning of the wheel, as the weather will eventually start to cool and the days will become shorter. Or maybe you notice a feeling of apprehension, just allowing those feelings to arise, to be present. Allowing this to be a time of reflection, how we feel about the constant turning of the wheel, the turning of the seasons, the weather, the days, maybe the situations and experiences in our lives. So as your body is soft, maybe continuing to softening and sink, as your breath is continuing to slow down and lengthen, I invite you to take a journey with me, your mind's eye. I invite you to envisage yourself at the entrance to a field, a cornfield, filled with corn, maybe wheat, maybe as tall as you, a field abundant with a harvest of this time. And around the edge is a path. And you start to follow that path. As you walk down the path, acknowledging to one side woodland, to the other side tall wheat grass. In the perfect state, ready to be harvested. And as you look towards the field, acknowledging how this wheat is at the perfect stage, the most ripe stage of its existence. And that now is the time to harvest. And if we were to leave it, it would rot. And as you walk along this field, just acknowledging the abundance and the fullness that surrounds you. And acknowledging that there is a time to reap what we sow and to not cling on to it in the hope that it could stay forever. Knowing that soon this field will be stripped back, ready to grow again next year. So as you walk along this path, you notice a path that takes you into the field. And as you walk through it now, you have that beautiful tall wheat either side of you. Walking into the center of this field, you see there is a clearing. A perfect circle has been cleared for you. And as you walk into this space, you walk around the edge of the circle, maybe running your hands through the wheatgrass, acknowledging the energy of abundance, the energy of fullness, that blossoming. And eventually, once you've completed a circle, you find a space to sit or lay down in the center of this clearing. Gazing up at the blue sky, feeling the sun on your skin, a gentle breeze. The breeze is gently allowing the grass to sway as if the wheat were dancing, as if they were dancing a celebration of all that they have grown to, all that they have become. And as you see this abundance, you sense this abundance all around you. this crop that is ready to be harvested, I invite you to draw that attention, to reflect that energy back to you and your life. What is your personal harvest right now? What are the things that you have dreamed of, intended, worked for, that you are seeing the rewards and the abundance of right now? And just noticing if your mind switches to the areas that maybe aren't what you would consider your harvest right now. Maybe aren't spaces of abundance, areas that maybe you don't feel as content or celebratory about. Just acknowledging that and then shifting your attention back. Bringing your attention to all the areas of celebration, abundance, the things that you've created in your life. What are you celebrating in your life and within yourself right now? Maybe there's one thing, a big thing. Maybe there's a seemingly small thing or lots of little things. Whatever it is, know that it's absolutely perfectly right. And let yourself bask in that feeling, just like the energy and the feeling of witnessing a full field ready for harvest, whether it's corn or wheat. Sense that feeling within you and within your life, that deep gratitude, the abundance, the celebration of your hard work, your investment, your intentions. You really feel that energy, that feeling of fullness. Maybe you feel it as you breathe in, an expansion in your chest. Maybe you sense it as kind of tingling in your fingers and your feet. Maybe there's no feeling and more of a vision. And just settling with that sensation, image, feeling. Breathing into that. And if your mind wanders, just gently bring yourself back to the clearing in the field and the reflection of all that you have created in your life, all that you are celebrating right now. And so as you look at this field around you, at first you'd noticed all of the wheat that was at its fullest, ready to be harvested. And now as you spend more time, you notice there is also some wheat that hasn't quite reached its fullness yet. It's close, but not quite ready to be taken. I invite you to connect to the parts of your journey in your life right now which reflect that. You are seeing the evidence of the intentions you've set, the hard work you've put in, but it's not quite maybe where you'd like it to be. It's not ready to be harvested. It's not come to fullness. It's not come to completion yet. Lammas is the first harvest of 3. We don't harvest everything once a year. There is another harvest in 6 weeks, and then in 12 weeks. So taking a moment to tune into the parts of your life that aren't ready to be harvested yet, but you can see their journey. You can appreciate with gratitude and a sense of encouragement that you are on a journey and the harvest is close. Not to be perturbed and discouraged because it's not ready right now. Allowing the patience and trusting that the harvest will come. Reflecting on those parts within your life, within your journey. And so as part of this ongoing journey, knowing that some of the wheat, some of the parts of your life are not ready to be harvested yet. Our commitment over the next 6, maybe 12 weeks, this next period of time, will be to nurture and support what we are growing. And that means tending to the weeds, the pests, anything that inhibits the growth of our future harvest. And so taking a moment to tune into any aspects, people, relationships, situations, lifestyle choices that might be impacting the growth of your future harvest. Not with any judgment, hatred, fierceness, more a gentle acknowledgement that these are aspects that we wish to release, to allow for our harvest to fully bloom, to fully blossom. And really tuning into your breath here. And maybe you'll have images, thoughts, or maybe it's just a feeling and an energy that comes through for you. You might even see it as little mice that you're getting rid of and discouraging away from your harvest, weeds that you're picking out of the ground, whatever's there for you, using your exhale. As you breathe out, letting go of anything that restricts the growth of your future harvest. Anything that blocks the sunlight, restricts the water flow, that nibbles away and chips away at what you're building. And allow that breath to release any attachments, any connections, any holding on to these people, places, situations, whatever they might be. And knowing that if you don't know exactly what they are, that that's okay. The intention to release is often more than enough. You don't always need to intellectualize and logicalize in order to clear space to create what it is that you desire in your life. Staying with that breath, exhaling, softening your body, and maybe even feeling that any of these blocked and stagnant energies are being released into the ground beneath you. In that clearing, within that field, the earth beneath you can absorb, like compost. What you don't need, the earth can turn into food and sustenance for those which inhabit the earth with us. Just like as humans and the trees have a reciprocal contract. What we exhale, they inhale, and what they exhale, we inhale. The beautiful way that we work in harmony with nature, giving and receiving. Keep allowing this breath, this exhale, to release anything that you feel ready to release, so that you can continue to grow your future harvest. Your fruits can ripen, ready to be picked in the future. And then from that emptiness, that clearing, tuning into the space, the extra space within your body, within your breath, and reconnect to the energy of the abundance that surrounds you. Everything that is ready to be collected and harvested. And feeling a deep sense of gratitude and celebration for all that you have created, for all that you are living, that maybe one time you only dreamed of. To really feel that abundance that surrounds us within nature right now. And to see that reflected within our lives. You might sense or feel like a golden light, a yellowy golden light, the same color as a big wheat field or cornfield. And allow that energy and that light to expand all the way through your body, filling up and radiating out so that you can carry this energy with you into your day. So that when you experience those moments where you doubt your journey, the moments where you feel disheartened or discouraged because something you desire or you are working towards has not come to fruition yet. May this be a reminder to tap back into what you've already created, to tune back into your own personal harvest, to remember to celebrate and be grateful for what you have achieved, what you have created so far, and to let that be an energy to encourage you to be patient, to continue to nurture your creations, and to continue to trust in the turning of the wheel, in the constant circle of life, of death, rebirth. So with the intention of carrying this energy with you, I invite you to gather yourself in the clearing in this wheat field. Taking a stroll around the perimeter of the circle once more, brushing your hands across the harvest. Taking a moment to appreciate the abundance that surrounds you. And finding the path back out of the field to the edge, woodlands to your right, wheat fields to your left. Gradually making your way back down the path that you traveled as you entered this journey. And find yourself back in your body, in the space that you're in right now. Becoming aware of the sounds around you, the surface beneath you, and taking some longer, slower, but more energizing breaths. A long, slow breath in that fills up the whole of your body. And allow that breath to start to bring little bits of movement into your body, wiggling fingers and toes. Maybe gently rolling the head from side to side. Stretching the body. And very gradually, in your own time, you might draw the knees into your chest and roll to one side, resting there for as long as you need. Eventually finding your way to seated where you can stay for as long as you like. I invite you, if it's something you enjoy, to maybe take some time to journal, to take some time to reflect on what you're celebrating within your life. It can be really useful to write things down, to fully acknowledge it, and also to be able to reflect back to it for those times where maybe we feel a little disheartened. We can remember the time where we probably felt discouraged or impatient about something we have and we are experiencing right now. So thank you for joining me. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.